The second edition of the Great Chepsaita cross-country run lived up to its billing, with thousands of athletics enthusiasts gracing the event, while the athletes put their best foot forward in the gold-label event. John Wanyama followed the proceedings and now reports from the great county of Uasin Gishu.
From a well-organized international race to the mammoth crowd, the high and mighty arriving in style, the Great Chepsaita cross-country race lived up to its billing and turned the tiny city Chepsaita village into a spectacle. Faruk Kibet, the founder and patron of the race, has vowed to change Chepsaita village into a city in just a few years to come.
Na hii sehemu, mimi nataka kuhakikishia taifa, sisi tutaanzisha city nyingine inaitwa Chepsaita City. Kama serikali inaweka stima, inaweka maji, manyumba haiwezi kutushinda.
The echoes of sound organization reverberating loud even among the attendees.
Na tumeonyesha dunia mzima kwamba tunaweza kuorganize, kupanga mbio, kwa sababu wanariadha wetu wa Kenya wanafanya vizuri sana dunia mzima.
Kwanza namba moja vile wamejitokeza kwa nishana ya kwamba mambo ya michezo ni mambo ambayo yako ndani ya roho yetu, na kwamba hii event ya leo imepangwa vizuri sana.
Hii ni good talent tumesoma kwa mwenzetu, na lazima tuanzishe kwetu, tuhakikishe kwamba vijana wetu hawezi kuharibikia tu nyumbani kukunywa bangi.
Hii ni sehemu ambayo tunataka kuweka utajiri ya masomo mbele. Hatutaki kuona watoto wakikimbia wakifika nchi za ng'ambo wananyanyaswa na watu wanaitwa managers kwa sababu hawajasoma.
Decorated Kenyan runners Eliud Kipchoge and Faith Kipyegon laying emphasis on the need to nurture upcoming athletes.
Especially watoto wadogo, kuona hawa wakikimbia barefoot kama Faith kitambo inanifurahisha sana.
I'm really happy to hear the boys actually want to emulate. I am happy to be a good mentor. I'm happy actually to really see me as their hope, because I'm trying to send hope. I'm trying to sell positivity. I'm trying to sell morals and values to the young generation.
Kuna mbio tumekuwa tukishinda kwa miaka mingi. 3,000 meters steeplechase. For 30-40 years, we used to get number 1, 2, 3 without fail. Lakini hapa katikati sijui hiyo mbio imeenda wapi. We must claim back our dominance in 3,000 meters steeplechase.
Deputy President Professor Kithure Kindiki, who was the chief guest at the ceremony, passing out a terse warning to doping perpetrators as Kenya continue to wage war against the monster.
Wako na chemist wanachulikana. Hawa watu, naibu wa rais, sema neno moja na hawa watu wawekwe chela ili maneno ya kuuzia watoto madawa ikome. Tunataka kusema you can train hard and you win easily.
Nataka niwahakikishie msimamo wa serikali ya kupigana na wale wanauza madawa kwa wanariadha, na pia kupatia watoto wetu shuleni madawa ya kulevya ili kuangamiza vipawa vyao. Tutapigana na hao.
Femicide and gender-based violence against women athletes has been a rife, and speaker after speaker condemned the vice.
We don't need to take somebody's sweat. Somebody has achieved something for himself, and that is a great achievement. So we don't need to take anything from achievement of humanity. So in Kenya, we need to change our living, to take care and be able to respect those people who have done the best for themselves and the best for the country.
Amidst the remarkable athletics performances, one story stood out, a testament to the human spirit. Zipporah Keino, a 91-year-old grandmother, defied age and all odds to run with unwavering faith, clutching her Bible. Her moment of triumph came as she crossed the finish line, and she was greeted by the Deputy President, an encounter that moved hearts and symbolized the true essence of this event, hope and determination. The Great Chepsaita cross-country run wasn't just a race, it was a movement, a testament to the power of sports to unify, inspire, and transform lives. John Wanyama for Sports Monday, Uasin Gishu County.
Beautiful stuff there from Uasin Gishu, the ethos of Chepsaita, the power of sports and endurance. Ziti Jimoi, you purport to have been a runner, or rather, you come from the great land of athletes, basically Uasin Gishu, the hilly and the slopes and whatnot. And look at the power of sport and endurance. Look at that old grandmama or shosho running to the finish line and a Bible in hand. What does that showcase?
You know, Uasin Gishu, it's called the home of champions. And then when you go to Nandi, it's called the source of champions.
So in Nandi, you birth the champions.
We birth the champion, we saw them, alafu wakipata pesa wanakuja kuishi wapi. That is the home. So when they call it the home of our champions, they know what it means, because you can see a lot of the biggest athletes, biggest names in the athletics. So of course, wanatoka wapi, wanatoka Eldoret. So for me, this event, it's a good one, because even as you can see, Kipyegon was saying that including the young generation coming to run for this, we are looking for another person who will bring the 3,000 steeplechase pride that we used to have for the 40 years back home. So for me, this is something to giving birth to legends, giving birth to people who are going to do great things here in Kenya. And we know Kenya is known for athletics mostly. So for me, this is a very good thing. I hope they do it from even in Nandi, after Uasin Gishu, of course, in these places where there's talents. Go to where Shitera comes from, rugby team play there in football. So I know, yes, Kabaras. So this is something that we're going to see, even those winners doing a lot of things. Mtu akiwina hapo hata kama ni mtoto mdogo ametoka top 5, anajua mimi I am going to go another mile. He will start even practicing for himself. So that is a good thing. And then again, everything was about like educating, the education. It was all the things that were being done. It's to promote education in Chepsaita. And again, education goes again with the talent, because you cannot be given something to sign, maybe a contract, if you're not educated, mtu atakudanganya tu. So this is something that is very nice, and thank you so much, Farouk, for doing this, and I know it's going to educate and bring a lot of people on board.
Watching this, actually, we produced this and it was live for, I think, 6 hours on CTV, if I'm not wrong.
More than 6
actually,
hours. From 7, actually it was from 7 to around 4. Almost 4. 4, yes.
Yeah, with the massive production there. And of course, congratulations to all the team that made that possible, beginning by Alex Murungi, Monica, our director. How does Jeff call Monica? Monica? Is it Monica? Monica? Of course, Monica. A lot of work, and of course, the entire team, technical, camera, editorial, good work. But Isia, I listened to DP Kindiki, professor, and he talked about doping menace, which is a major cancer in our athletics. But the question is, doping has been here with us. Government has said in the past, we are going to stamp out on this. But it takes various forms. And even last time, there was a lot of noise from EDAC over budget funding. And of course, Waziri told us this has been addressed. But it remains a major challenge.
Before Swil, I talk about that because, again, also I remember a day prior to the race, I was personally at Chepsaita.
Yeah,
and even the patron spoke about it, Farouk Kibet. But we need to take this moment to celebrate the work that has been done by the organizers of the Chepsaita cross country. For starters, this is just the 2nd edition, and the race has already been
level event.
Absolutely. World Athletics has given it that status, gold label, which is a major thing. You host just 1 edition, and you convince the World Athletics that they can be labeled a gold race. That is number 1. Number 2, because I was at the ground and watched and saw the kind of things that are happening there. Swila, the preparations were phenomenal. The kind of arrangement, the kind of stakeholders who are brought there. You have the AK family coming to support fully. You understand? The education forums that were there before the race proper.
And even medical camps.
Medical camps and all that. It was just not a race, but a whole party. It was like a party, a festival. So that was a good job. From the patron himself, Faruk Kibet, was promising that going to the third edition is going to be bigger and better. And the best part of it is when people run for education, and also champions are born from there. Now it is becoming a very big umbrella because you see even the winner for the women's category, it was a lady from Uganda, meaning that really it has attained that world-class status. But the question of doping, on Friday morning on Jabu Kenya, when we were interviewing Mwamburi and I, Faruk himself, he said something that nobody has said before, that when you fund entities using taxpayers' money, you also need to see results.
Absolutely.
And he
accountability,
said,
that is.
Yes, and he said that even ADAC needs to be accountable in the sense that because you are being funded, although there have been questions of funding this time around, what are the results that you can see? Because money is being spent already. Yeah, is it just the work of chasing down the people who are already in the wrong, but or are there programs that are very deliberate, purposeful,
mitigation measures
to make sure that we mitigate this challenge? That is very critical. Because really, Swila, even today it pains me because of that question by a journalist from America when Ruth won
a world record.
And somebody cannot see the hard work put into it because of the phase that has been here in Kenya, the question of doping. So basically it's to say that it is good to hear the voice of the Deputy President really coming in and talking about this menace of doping, because for sure it is the biggest threat to our rich legacy of athletics.
Shitero, for me, I'll celebrate the patron in this aspect, that there is a son giving back to the society. Yeah, probably I also need to give back to my Simenya village. But the aspect that
you are getting late.
My Simenya village.
My Simenya.
Yeah, Simenya, not Semenya, but Simenya. But Chitera, it has taken a son of that region. Right now we mention Chepsaita. It's known in every corner of this country, yeah, because of in the effort of one person. And this is commendable. And next year, probably it could be bigger, thanks to World Athletics elevating this to gold level.
I must say Faruk Kibet is a great mind, because look at the aspect he's using to promote the social life. He's the patron of churches. He's using very serious instruments in the society to push unification, because you see religion and sports is a unifying factor. Again, Citizen TV, Royal Media Services, onboarding onto that platform, you saw that great production, great publicity. So I think he's on a very serious course, and I congratulate him. The only team that I will call out is the Ministry of Tourism. I didn't see, I didn't see the Ministry of Tourism in such a big world-class platform.
You see tourism, and look at the beautiful landscape.
Landscape. You could see foreigners in that event. We did another event some 2 months ago, same city, Eldoret.
That was the cycling.
The cycling. Again, Ministry of Tourism was missing out on a very serious platform. So I think such activities, serious government institutions should be onboarded, because this is a very big platform to sell our country outside there. Because when World Athletics recognizes such an event, then as Kenyans, why are we slow in trying to market ourselves?
Brenda, just before the break, maybe, I don't know if you're an athletics enthusiast, but probably your thoughts on all the whole development there.
I would want to chime in more on the doping issue, because we have seen the tribulations that ADAC has faced, especially the recent, a few months ago. But then now there is the whole issue of, it's good we spoke about mitigation, because where we are currently, you look at the way our athletes are, Kenya is on the red. from the world body WADA. So there's need for capacity building in that particular area so that we prevent, because you find that the most challenge that our athletes are facing when it comes to anti-doping, the laws that are there are not friendly to our country. Not for anything, but because there's failure maybe from all stakeholders, because now there are some drugs that are used here that are over the counter, easily available, and our athletes do not know that the moment I am now a professional, I will be subjected to these tests. I should not be buying medication over the counter. So in terms of capacity building, it's good that it's the topic, or rather the issue is coming up from the Deputy President. It should ensure that these athletes are made aware that the moment you are now participating in these things, there are things you should not do. There should be somebody to guide you. You should go to hospital so that you do not find yourself subjecting yourself to unnecessary tests, because some of these medication are small components in what we get locally. So there is need for us to focus on preventing. Where we are currently, I think we rank 17th in the world.
The mainly reactionary.
Yeah, so for us to safeguard the name we have built in athletics as a country, because that is what we are properly known for. We are the best in Africa, if not, we are the best. I mean, in Africa and top in the world. I mean, absolutely. So at this point, let us deal with the issues as they arise. Let us not wait until that status is taken away from us, because our credibility is already in question.
And when I was in Ethiopia, when I was doing an interview for Haile, he told me that sometimes it's not even what we are taking in. Maybe even your athlete is very clean and everything is clean, but again, there's a lot of competition with the brands and everything, and it comes up like catching up with us because maybe we don't have that strong person maybe to stand with us and everything. You know, there's a lot of things that comes with this doping. Not only what we're taking in, but again, even in the world of athletics, a lot of things.
Yeah, we basically need to have people to also help our athletes at that point, because when you go for these hearings for anti-doping, you find that most of our athletes go there and they're unrepresented, or they're represented by people who do not even speak English. So there's a challenge. Yeah.
And of course, that's the echo of Chepsaita. Once again, congratulations to everyone involved. And of course, this is the place to be if you're looking for a media partner, if you're looking for top-notch production. You just need to dial Royal Media Services. You can't get any better partner than us. And of course, led by Radio Citizen, a wide network of radio coverage, a thriving Citizen Digital, of course, the top leading or the topmost digital news site in Kenya. At this point in time, Sporty Monday takes a brief commercial break, but the show has lots more lined up for you, including the Devils lost in the forest in the other side of the world. And of course, Bruce Amani is on standby in Bonn, Germany. This and much more after the break.